Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Saka here, and welcome back to another episode of Motorsport Manager. And when we last left off, we did the management thing. Now we're trying to do the race thing. We're going to Vancouver. Looks like the gearbox and the suspension are crucial. Top speed is useful. We're working on the telemetry center level 2, which is 16 weeks away, and we're working on a brand new gearbox. Everything should be good. We're ready to go. As far as sponsors are concerned, we'll get a brand new one in slot 5 after this race. So next episode, we'll pick up another one. Maybe Ambrosia will re-sign with this, maybe not. Either way, looking at our car, we are designing the gearbox, and looking at our parts, we're working on our two gearboxes here, the 303 and the 262. Once that other gearbox comes in, we won't worry about repairing the reliability of this gearbox because, quite frankly, we're not going to use it. We'll keep focusing on gearbox number 1. That should be fine. So yes, headquarters indeed. Telemetry center level 2, $9.5 million in the bank with $742,000 per race, and that's without our sponsor objectives. So hopefully we can continue to hit those. Looking at the standings, Falco is slotted in the 8th position, and Shen is slotted in the 17th position. Even though we have no points, that's where they put us. So Shen will be starting 4th in Vancouver, and Falco will be, 12th? 12 spots from the back. So Falco's best starting position in a while since that inverted start. We have our livery here, primarily red and black car. The chairman is very happy, but we need to get 4th or above in the team championship. So quite a lot of part building this season, I believe, to get our car up. We're 8th on the grid as far as car is concerned. Falco's going to be pulling the weight, and hopefully Shen can keep on keeping on. Pit crew should be fine. We have the best on the board, and we are going to need them because the first race of the season is a reliability nightmare. So without further ado, let's get to it. Can we get a 6th out of this? We might be able to, costing us only $42,000 to race, although that might be... Let's just take the almost sure thing. The 13th, I feel a little bit more comfortable. If this was that Phoenix Oval, then absolutely. In fact, I would go Ishikawa and make some money this race, or die trying. But we'll just stick 13th or above. Parts should be all fitted, ready to go, and Falco is angry. Why you angry, bro? Maybe, yes, Falco needs to be adjusted here. There you go. Okay, so Shen gets those. Falco, do the swappy swap there. Falco, get the swappy swap there. Either way is fine, and then swappy swap there. So Falco is now content. Shen is just unhappy, but the overall was 12% last season, so we are making positive strides. All right, I will practice and see you on the track. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the first race of the season in Vancouver. Looks like we've got a sunny day ahead, at least for the first part of the race. We've got level 3 super softs and race trim on both cars with decent setups under the car. We're going to start with maximum fuel here. That actually did well for us in the last race of last season, starting with the maximum amount of fuel, so we didn't have to spend a whole lot of time on pit road. And that's going to be important because we don't have exactly the greatest reliability. We cannot weight strip at all. So I'm not really pushing the engine. We probably can, but I'm not going to. We will push the tires just a bit, though. On the start, Shen is 4th. Falco is 13th. Let's start the first race of the season. Everyone is on ultra softs, but the tire wear here was so high. It said it was a very high tire wear situation. I think it's only a matter of time before those ultra softs really give up. So we're going to be watching very closely these ultra softs to see how well they hold up against our super softs. And unfortunately for Falco, his crew chief bonus, where soft tires wear more slowly, is not even going to be a thing because this series no longer runs soft tires. So Falco has that super overtake mode bonus for his crew chief that we may be able to put into practice. But that is just something to look forward to. Shin is holding her own, kind of. Looks like Falco is dicing back there in 15th. We only need to finish 13th or higher for that sponsor objective. And as this race unfolds, we're going to be watching for cars to come down pit road to repair. That's probably going to be the biggest factor in this race, is not how fast we are, but how long it takes us to repair. Old Shin is getting split on both sides. You're struggling to overtake anyone there, Shin. There you go. Stay to the inside. Block the lane if you have to. So as expected, all of these Ultra tires are going to be very, very fast. We really need to make sure that we can hold on to these Super Softs as best we can. Struggling to overtake Blasi. You're just struggling in general. Now, I think the pit stops may be where we can make up some ground here. There goes Shen with a nice use of the boost going into that hairpin there. Falco isn't too far behind. There you go. So it looks like our drivers are doing okay. Shen is actually in a pretty good mood at 6.4. But Falco, I'm guessing Falco is a late bloomer. Just looking at his form and the way he drives, it's like the start of the race is not enough to get him excited. It's not enough to get him to move. But later in the race, he starts to come into form. So we will see if that is indeed the case, and we can dial back on these tires. So they have 18 laps of fuel left in the tank, and it may be enough to go the whole distance. I know our last pit stop, we shouldn't be waiting too long on the fuel. So that will be good for us. 23 laps to go. Tires are still holding okay, and unfortunately this year we do not have a safety car. We have a virtual safety car, so we won't make up any ground on a caution. We can't close all that distance unless we actually drive up there. Now, I don't know why Falco is feeling so in the dumps. He's got a decent car, a pretty good car, I would say, but he just isn't making any legitimate passes. So pit road may be where we shine. Our Super Softs are holding on compared to those Ultras, and as expected, the first half of the field is all on Ultras. It's going to be interesting if they can run Ultras faster than, or, you know, if they continue on Ultras and they get that gap really, really high, then it would have made sense to do more pit stops and just concentrate on the Ultra tires. So we'll just have to see how this race plays out. We're definitely going to be pitting for tires first, and Shen will be the first one on pit road when that happens. But we don't have to come in for fuel anytime soon, so we'll just keep a moderate burn there. Later in the race, we may see where we're sitting. I mean, the park condition, even though we're not pushing, isn't that good. But Falco does have a little bit left in the tank as far as pushing goes. I certainly did not want to do the super overtake mode in this first race of the season, as everyone's park quality is garbage, including Falco's. I mean, he's really not in a good spot to do anything. So this is the 1/3 mark. If Shen can do one more lap, I think we'll be okay. That way we can split this into 2 pit stops. So now I'm going to tell Shen to go ahead and burn through these tires and go ahead and pit for her next set of Super Softs. Looks like it lasted 9 laps. So what we can do is we can top off. We can put in like 20 laps of fuel, and that will be the last part. So all we have left at the end is a tire change. So let's do that. We don't need to fix anything quite yet, but that is 8 seconds. How about the engine? That is an 18-second. We cannot afford for that engine to break, and that is 18 seconds on the gearbox. Let's just do this for now. We'll do a, can we do a fast? Yeah, low risk. So let's do it. Let's just do a low risk pit stop here. Let's have Shen push everything she can out of these tires, but I will not turn up the fuel burn. Don't know what that was all about. What is going on with the frames, man? in this awful. Shin is pushing as hard as she can, and Falco is like, move, girl, get out of the way. But we are making strides. Let's go ahead and go back to the push setup. And then this time, Falco will push everything you got, and you will pit this time, good sir. 14 to 16 laps. Let's just get to the end of the race on fuel, and parts are looking okay. Brakes will only be a 7-second repair if it comes down to it, and we'll do a fast pit stop there. So Shen should be down and away. There is the fuel done. We will not have to pit for fuel, which is all well and good. Falco sitting in third. All these guys around us will definitely be pitting this time. As long as we can stay in the lead group of super softs, we should be on the right strategy. All right, here comes Falco down to pit road now, right on the bumper. And let's turn down Shen and have her do some basic stuff here. There goes Shen, down and away. Shen will be in the middle of everybody, cutting and dicing here. We don't need to push Falco this hard. We'll go neutral on these tires as well. So we're sitting in 13th and 15th. These cars around us have a mixture of ultras and super softs on pit road. We should be able to slingshot by, though, with the undercut, I'm hoping. Yeah, we made up some ground there. Shin will be battling off of pit road there for 11th, and everyone around us has ultra soft tires. If we can run these tires a little bit further into the run, ultra softs may be something we can do, say for Falco, because he was able to go that extra lap, but I'm not entirely sure. There's our first repairer on pit road. Parnett is repairing his vehicle. We're up to 10th. So Shin is sort of holding pace. Falco isn't coming into good form yet, but he had a decent line there. He's stuck on the outside of that hairpin, though. Hopefully Falco can get back in this race. I don't know what affects driver form. Is it morale? Is it car condition? What exactly determines how excited they are to race? Because right now, Falco is worse than Shen. I didn't think I would ever say that. But there you go. Parnett is 20 seconds back on ultra soft tires. So if we do have to repair, ultras might be the way to go to sort of make up some of this time. I know you have a few parts. Okay, so the gearbox is in the red zone. The next pit stop, Shin is definitely going to have to make a lengthy pit stop. And there we go. Tanaka and Lei is also on pit road for repairs. So if I knew that Shin was going to need repairs this quickly, I would have put ultras on her and just have her go for broke. That way she can make up time. Falco is bobbing and weaving, trying to get through. I don't want to use team orders here because, you know, if Falco can get by, that would be pretty good. And Shin is going to have to pit soon anyway. If Falco can pass her legit, I'll let her go. The cars are pretty equal, all things considered. We're at 21% on that red zone. It's going to be a lengthy pit stop for sure for repairs. Not for fuel, thankfully, but the repairs are definitely going to weigh on us, I think. Falco's car should be okay to go the distance. We're not pushing his engine too awful much. There goes Falco. All right. Pit this time then, Shen. Now, there's 10 laps to go. And I don't think she can go 10 laps on super softs. She could only go 9. So either we run conservative or we pit her for ultra softs and have her do 2 stints, which would really set her back. I think the smart call would be put on soft tires. There's 10 laps remaining. We don't need fuel. Let's repair that, and hope that the engine lasts to the end. That's what I'm hoping. Let's do a low, risky pit stop here for Shen. Let's go ahead, since she's pitting this time, just go for broke. No, Falco doesn't need to get out of your way. He passed you fair and square, and you're pitting this time. So hold on to your butt there, Shen. Now it looks like Falco's trying to be a rolling roadblock here. We're just not as fast as those Ultra cars are, or those cars on Ultra Softs, of course. That needs to be said, but it's getting hairy. Well, you're coming down on pit road. All right. Soft tires are on. The repair is kicking off. Now they're repairing one part at a time. All right, Shen should be good. Let's go ahead and just do a neutral run here. Try not to break the car. And as far as Falco is concerned, I believe he can go the rest of the way without repairing. That will be quite good, especially if he can get some positions here. Outstanding. So we're within our window, 9 laps to go. I think we can attack hard on these tires because we can't make these things last 9 laps, that's for sure. So we're going to get everything we possibly can out of it and put him back on, geez, that gearbox. I really don't want to repair the gearbox. He is running well. I mean, these other cars around us are sort of in a bad situation as far as repairs go. If we repair the gearbox, we could be okay. I don't know what these guys are repairing. But, I mean, we are in a really good spot here. So coming down to 7 laps to go, we'll definitely pit next time by for the super soft tires. That way we can really push them. As far as fuel goes, we're great on fuel. We don't need to do that. That's a 15-second stop. I think that's what we do. We do a 15-second stop with a low-risk chance here. We want to make sure we can get to the end, and holy frame rate, Batman. I don't know what you were calculating or what you're calculating now, but please don't mess my game up. All right, so Falco is going to charge hard this lap. He is in the lead spot. We've got a lot of cars on pit road that are repairing. We can actually push Shen just a little bit more. She's in 11th. Not bad. She's got pretty decent tires here. Kellier is right behind her on better tires. Let's see if our repair is going to be good. Mistake on the left front. Hopefully not too bad of a mistake. We're going to come out here in, there we go, down and away, down in 7th. So hopefully we can push these tires just fine. We're still in a decent spot, especially since these guys might have to pit again, and we're within the 30-second range of the drivers. So we should be okay. I'm hoping anyway. So 5 laps to go. Let's make sure that Shen can last. We want to have a good team outing here. Falco around Sonainen, who is pitting for repairs. All right, Falco, we don't need you to push so awful hard. We want to save these tires for almost the end. The leader's right there. Hopefully Omura will be burning through his tires or have to pit, maybe even brake. That would be ideal. 6th and 11th is not bad, and that sponsor objective, I think, was for 6th place. Lay is behind us on Ultra Softs, but he's chewing through those Ultra Softs really, really badly. So I think if he does pass us, we do have enough time to get him back. Run him hard, Falco. Don't give him an inch. So as expected, Ultra Soft tires go around. If we can keep pressure on, 3 laps to go, go ahead and attack, and I think we can turn Shen up to a push. We can get everything out of these tires that we possibly can, maybe even track Lay down. And we're not in the red zone yet, so with 2 laps to go, I think let's turn up the high fuel burn on Falco. We have a little bit of parts. I know your fuel is piling up, but you do not have the ability to do that. All right, with 2 laps to go, go ahead and attack both of you. Attack hard. And then on the final lap for Falco, I think we're going to push as hard as we can. Tanaka on pit road. That's what I didn't want to happen to Shen, is to have to pit with like 2 laps to go or whatever. Shen is sitting in a pretty good spot in the top 10. No, your tire deg is fine. In fact, there you go, massive engine boost. Give me everything you can there, Falco. It's the last lap. See if you can snag that 6th place away from this guy on very burned up and used Ultra tires. I don't know if we can get them quite yet, but a pretty solid race thus far. Shen should be okay. She's not being pressured. Let's turn her down to neutral. There goes Falco. Blocked at the very last minute, but a 7th for Falco, not bad. Shen is burning it home to come across the line in 10th. That is an okay finish, but most importantly, we did finish, and we did hit the sponsor objective. The 6th place wouldn't have been good for us, but Omura did manage to come in on the super soft tires with a very shoddy car. So good on him. Hopefully that will bode well in the team standings, as we both finished in the top 10. I mean, that's pretty respectable. I don't know how, I mean, I could see that. So he did 2 really quick stints on Ultras is what he did. And then Shin, she could not do the same stints that Omura did. But Omura's teammate, yeah, he's that, oh, there's Ye. So that might have been the relegated team. So we'll see where we are. Of course, we haven't broken any rules. We're not building shoddy parts. We don't have to worry about that. So Falco 7th, Shen 10th, and Asta has set the fastest lap. 200 grand in the pocket. So Drivers' Championship, 7th and 10th, of course. And we are 4th in the team standings, tied with Vittorio Corsa. And 4 points ahead of Marshall. So that is pretty good. We have reached our objective. So our chairman should be pretty happy. A nice outing and a nice dry race to start off the season. Feeling pretty good once these new parts come in and Falco's car can get improved and Shen can get Falco's old parts. I think we're going to have something for him this season. That may be a little over-optimistic, but there you go. Shen's morale goes up. Her quartering goes up. That smoothness is going up tremendously, as well as that consistency. I like that. And I don't know why Falco is just feeling in the dumps, but chairman happiness is 100%. That's all that can be asked. Down to 9 million, but we have sponsors coming up in the next race. So we don't have to worry about money too awful much. So in the next episode, we'll go ahead and get that. Car condition, that's fine. We will do the interview. Brakes is holding the team back. She needs to button it. Thanks, Lisa. Pit crew review, our fastest stop, the benchmark, 1 mistake. It wasn't dangerous, but it lost us time, indeed. And Omura did blitz the competition, unfortunately. So we'll repair up the car and get ready for Dubai, where the tire wear is very low. So I'm guessing ultra softs all the way with crucial engine, brakes, and our stock parts of spoilers. But that is going to do it for me in this episode, ladies and gentlemen. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next Motorsport Manager video. Take care.